Welcome to the McNees Corporate and Tax Podcast Series. This podcast will address the 5 things a business owner must do before selling a company by Meaghan Hill, attorney at law. Ms. Hill practices in the corporate and tax group at McNees.
When a potential owner makes a decision to sell a company, numerous factors can affect the price a buyer is willing to pay. Even relatively small oversights raise the prospect that a business owner will leave money on the table in the transaction. Finding a buyer is very much like dating. It is critical for a business to put its best foot forward, because finding the right match is the only way to ensure a successful venture. Thankfully, there are a number of steps that business owners can take to make their company more attractive to a potential buyer and maximize the value they receive in return for their years of hard work in building a prosperous enterprise. Number 1, prepare professional, GAAP-compliant financial records. Complete, independently prepared financial records are a critical component of any sale. Potential buyers will typically require financial records to conform to generally accepted accounting principles, or GAAP, to ensure they get the kind of certainty and apples-to-apples comparison they need in order to make a sound decision. It is advisable to include at least 5 years of data to give a buyer a complete picture of the direction the company is heading. Without these critical documents, buyers are left with only 3 options: delay a sale until the proper records are completed, reduce the purchase price to account for the additional risk incurred, or walk away from the deal completely. Number 2, get commitments from key employees. Purchasing a business's assets and infrastructure is only one part of the equation. Retaining key employees is a critical component of maintaining a business's success following a sale. If all of the workers quit on the first day under new ownership, the value of the business decreases dramatically, particularly if those workers seek employment with a direct competitor. Ensuring the most important employees sign a non-compete agreement will go a long way toward moderating these concerns for potential buyers. Number 3, maintain key relationships in writing. Just as it is important to keep the best employees on the job following a sale, it is equally essential to ensure contracts are in place to maintain the relationships that helped make your company competitive in the first place. The absence of contracts with important suppliers and vendors prevents a serious red flag for potential buyers. A company could incur a significant financial hit if a critical vendor or supplier suddenly severs a crucial business arrangement shortly after the acquisition. Number 4, keep excellent corporate records. Shareholder agreements, bylaws, and articles of incorporation provide a wealth of information to help potential buyers understand the rights of owners and other information necessary to complete a sale. These documents essentially provide a roadmap during discussions of a potential acquisition. Incomplete or missing documents can pose a significant obstacle to a deal. Number 5, ensure all intellectual property is protected. Purchasing an existing business also means taking ownership of the patents, copyrights, and branding that have been established over years, or even decades of hard work. For example, if an entrepreneur wanted to buy Coca-Cola, they wouldn't just be paying for the recipe for a sugary beverage and some infrastructure. They would be buying a world-famous brand and all of the copyrights and patents that come along with it. Without this legal protection, there is nothing to prevent another entrepreneur from swooping in and copying the same formula that led to the original business's success. A lack of copyright and patent protection holds greater risks than spoiling a potential sale. It could easily turn today's potential buyer into tomorrow's fierce competitor. If you'd like to learn more about this topic, please contact me using the information on the following screen.